The storm just moved in, this front, and this is definitely tornado weather here. Well, we're sitting by a creek that comes out of Mucker's Lake, having lunch. So we're coming here to cool off in the creek. Got some water, took my buff, dipped it in the water, put it on the head. Man, that feels so good. It's starting to get hot again. When we came in here, there was a young couple that were taking a bath. And when we came in, we said, sorry, but we're hot. We need water. We're not intruding here. Keep doing what you're doing, but we need water. What do you think?
I think I was ready for some water. We went through brush over my head for the last couple hours. Worst part of the trail as far as I'm concerned. From where we left this morning, big climb, but then brush everywhere. So wasn't any fun today. And overheated, plus the humidity's climbed. Sun is out again, which is great, but it's really muggy, so I was out of water.
Yeah, so we're going to fill up our water and then we're going to head out to Topper's Lake, and that's where we're going to camp tonight. And probably when I get there, I'm going to jump into that lake. We're at Sauk Lake campsite, pretty little campsite. We're gonna go to Topper Lake, but it was up in 85 degrees, 27, 28 Celsius. And the trees ain't as tall, and so a lot of the sun was coming down on us, so we're getting burnt up. And then on my way here, going through the brush earlier, I lost my camp shoes, had them on top of my pack, and it just must have flung off. So I lost those, and it's kind of a pain because my feet are getting a little raw, and it's so nice to dry them out with camp shoes. But we got a rocky area, so I'm airing them out. But tomorrow we're gonna head to Bridal Falls, and Runner and I are going to play cribbage. I got a couple games up on him, so I gotta give him a chance to get me. There's an otter down there eating a fish. Hoping he comes a little closer so I can get some better video for you guys. Come here, otter. Come back, Mr. Otter, come back. The storm just moved in, this front. If you're in the cities, this would have been a tornado warning right now. It's just stalled right here. It came in and stalled, and it's swirling around us. And so we're sitting up and making sure that there's no tornado coming through here, otherwise we'll have to take cover. So this is an intense moment right now. The wind's blowing, it's dark over there, and the front is right here. We're right on top of the front, and it's just swirling right above us. We were worried like something was going to happen like this because with all this heat, I knew something was going to break, because when you have a heat and humidity for so long, it always is going to produce a huge storm. Well, it's raining right now. A lot of thunder and lightning out there. Hopefully it'll pass soon. But it's pretty listening to that thunder. So hopefully that storm passed and we're gonna hit the hay. Only thing that's gonna be a problem tomorrow is all the brush that we're gonna be going through is gonna be wet, but that's part of the deal. Well, the storm passed through. You can hear the thunder off in the distance. Raining real lightly. Temperature is still 70 degrees, 17 Celsius. It hasn't really cooled down. It's still a little humid. So that's not good news for... This is a bug just went by. So we'll see you in the morning. Well, we survived the storm. We're getting ready to head out. We're eating our breakfast, finished packing. We're gonna head back out on the trail, and we're gonna head to Bridal Falls. But we're gonna see how the heat is, because if the heat is intense again, we may push on to the far campsite is on, I don't know what lake it is, but one of the lakes out there. What do you think, Runner?
I think it has water in it wherever it is, so yeah.
Yeah, we always got to be close to water with this heat. Well, we're gonna wrap it up, our breakfast. We had a wonderful breakfast. We had steak, eggs, omelets.
I had some bacon and sausage and scrambled eggs. So it was really good.
Then we woke up and we ended up eating a protein bar, oatmeal, and hot chocolate.
Came right out of that package. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
How amazing that is.
Yeah, we're kind of getting sick of this dehydrated food, and we're ready to hit some, maybe a Culver double burger deluxe with bacon.
With bacon.
Mosquitoes are out again. That's South Lake right in front of us, and North Lake is behind, and that's Canada. It's pretty hot right now and humid, but I don't know if it's gonna thunderstorm at all. Looks like it might pop again. That's kind of interesting, that tamarack tree growing around that rock and then up. Kind of cool. As you can see, as we're heading west, there's a lot of poplar or birch, and I think that we're in a burnout area, and I'm pretty sure from now on we're going to be seeing a lot of hardwood trees instead of the pine trees, which we love. As you can see in the distance, a rain cloud there just came through here, poured on us, and it had to mix with hail. Pea-sized hail. It was hurting. I had to dive into the trees there. They didn't give me any cover, so I took the map and put it over my head. So got a nice breeze here. Everything's wet, but I'd rather have it rainy like this and hot and humid. By Bridal Falls. Bridal Falls is down that way. It's almost like a tree graveyard in here. You can see all the remnants of what used to be. We're pushing on to Loon Lake campsite. Just as we left Bridal Falls, it started to pour. It just poured, and it just let up now. And we're about 2 miles from Loon Lake, but then we have another 4 miles to get to our camp. Loon Lake's a big lake, but feels good though to have this rain. I don't know about you, Runner, but it feels a lot better than what we had before.
Better than the humidity, yeah. Yep. The humidity was just brutal for us, the heat and the sun, so. Feels better.
I don't know if you can hear that thunder. We're surrounded by thunderstorms, but yeah, it is a lot better than it was the previous days. Hot and humid. This feels good. I'm telling you, I like this. I like moving in the rain like this. I feel nice and cool. We can Runner and I are making really good time, but this section of the border route trail is more flat, not as hilly, so you really can cruise through there, but you can see a lot of brush. And we're getting soaked from the water on the leaves. So we should be in camp hopefully in a couple hours. We're at the Loon Lake campsite. It's raining right now. It's 7:30. It's been raining pretty much all day. We're waiting for the rain to stop so we can go get water down by the lake. I lost my camp shoes, so my feet are wet. I want to dry them off, get some water, and end the day. Maybe get some hot chocolate in a couple hours to warm up. But we had our dinner, had a hot dinner. That really helped. Temperature is not too bad. It's right around 60 degrees, 16 Celsius.
I think it was a challenging day. The trail was very difficult in some areas. There was a lot of brush we had to go through, and lowlands and wetlands, a lot of mosquitoes. Followed us pretty much all day here. And like the Marine said, we both had to set up in the rain. I got kind of a chill here, so I got pretty much all the clothes on that I brought up with me. Didn't think I would need it because it's been so hot all week long, but you know, it was an overall good trip. But this was a tough day. I got blisters on my feet that I've been trying to treat, but boy, towards the end of this 13-mile walk, I was really dragging, I gotta admit. So, but we made it here, and we're happy to be here at our last night at camp on the trail. So,
you know, you guys, I haven't told you the hammock and the tarp I have been using. And the tarp is a Cuban fiber tarp by Hammock Gears, 11-foot ridge line, about 10.5 width, really nice. And it's nice big tarp. We can play cribbage and get out of the rain. The hammock I got here is more bonded XLC, and then I have a Hammock Gear 40-degree top quilt and a 40-degree under quilt by Hammock Gear. And we really didn't even need that because it's been so warm. Tonight I think it might dip down to the 40s, so, but it's been so hot lately, and I've been sleeping on top. I haven't even really had my feet in the foot box because it's been so warm. So tonight I'll be snug as a bug, I guess. Instead of waiting for the rain to end, I'm just going to put my pot there and collect the rain and then put it through the filter. We're kind of thirsty, and I've been waiting for about a couple hours for that rain to stop, and I don't know if it's going to stop raining, so I'm just going to collect the water from the tarp and filter it out. I don't know if you can hear that, but there was a pack of wolves howling right over the back of me. Well, we left camp this morning. The mosquitoes are terrible. Not so bad in this area. When we're down in the swamp area, hordes of them. I mean, clouds of mosquitoes all over you. Probably stop, get water, have a break, and then we're gonna hit Magnet Rock and then bring it on home. You can see we're up on this ledge. There's a lake way down that way. Maybe there's some swamps down there. But here's a mud turtle on the top of the peak of this hill up here. I don't know what he's doing up here. He must be lost. That there is Magnetic Rock. We finally made it. Well, this ends our trip. It was a tough trip. It was challenging. We're on the western terminus. We did about 65. I think sometimes we did farther than that. Weather conditions really made it tough, and it's a tough trail. Beautiful trail though, different scenery. You got blowdowns, you got burnouts, you got lakes, you got hills, a lot of overlooks. And
you got bugs.
What else did we have?
You got bumps, bruises, and bugs.
What do you think, runner? You got the final word.
The final word. It was a great challenge, and glad I overcame. So physically demanding, without a doubt. So.